It is the Greek Podcast back in the saddle and very appropriate today because we have our co-host, Mike, with a cowboy hat. He just got back from Nashville. Giddy up. How is that?
Pony up. Oh, I love that city.
You like it?
Yeah, one of my favorite cities.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Love it there.
How are the ladies there? Woohoo!
Hey, listen, I usually do very well when I go there. It fits me to a T. They're very nice, respectful, like myself.
Now, did you wear the hat all weekend?
Sure.
How much was something like that? $100?
$40.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I would have paid $100. I would have paid. You know me. I overpaid.
Well, not everybody's like a 1%er like yourself.
1%er. I'm getting gas with change, bitch. I'm negotiating with girls at 3 a.m. on Glaze.
Jesus. What's going on?
Well, it's we had a little bit of a break, getting ready for before you know football season.
About a month out?
Oh yeah, Jets are going to be doing Hard Knocks. They were not happy.
No, I'm not happy for them.
Yeah, they have such a brutal schedule
for a team that has all these distractions as it is. They just don't need that to start the year.
No, they definitely don't.
Definitely don't. If you're a coach, and I do feel bad for Robert Saleh because
he said he didn't want to be there.
He's pigeonholed, and but Woody Johnson is a little bit of a showman.
Yeah,
and he probably, I think, do they get money for that?
I don't know. I know there's some criteria where if they make the playoffs, they don't have to be in, or if you have first-year coach, you don't have to be in. But I know he said to them, hey, we don't want to be in. And I guess the NFL came down and said, bang, you're going to be in. It's Aaron Rodgers, biggest story. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think it'll be entertaining. I'll watch it.
I'm going to watch it, but it's just, in my opinion, it's already starting for this team already.
So we got Mike the Marlin here, and we're going to do some grades with baseball. What'd you think of the All-Star game? Good game.
All-Star game was great. I won. I had the National League.
Nice.
Yep, it was very nice.
No, the underdogs?
Minus 127 I got them at late. Money really shifted towards them towards the end.
I was going to say, because American League was home.
Yeah, and, so normally, folks, I like small home dogs for, regular betting. In college football, MLB, especially in pro football, but... in the All-Star game, the American League was a small dog, but I decided it was the National League's year.
And they haven't won in 10 years?
Yeah, it's been a long time, and the record's not good. So
I got to say, first inning, a couple of great catches.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I don't know if they were great catches.
The Sun, yeah.
because they misplayed both of them. Yeah. Could have had 2 doubles.
Yep, the Sun.
Back-to-back. I said, National League's going to get off.
Yeah, Cole, Garrett Cole got hit a little bit in the first inning, but it was a great game. Guys seemed like they enjoyed it, much like they enjoyed the World Baseball Classic. So it was, in my opinion... The World Baseball Classic, All-Star Game events like this, but especially the All-Star Game, kind of rejuvenizes the season.
Very surprised, first time ever I saw a pitcher mic'd up.
Yeah.
That's shocking. The guys out in the outfield
are
playing.
You're standing around.
Yeah, you're standing. But the guy on the mound.
What's going on? Yeah.
I was shocked about that.
Yeah, but
I think fans liked it.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
It was. The uniforms got a downgrade.
Yeah, I didn't like the uniforms.
Yeah,
let them wear their own uniforms.
I like that.
I do too.
I miss that.
It's representation of your club. Yep. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. So baseball's in the second half, and we're going to give some grades here.
Let's do it.
You got to start right away with the best team, best record in baseball. Braves, you got to give them an A.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It's probably an A+, in my opinion. I think I looked. They have to do something insane record-wise, but they theoretically could get the Seattle Mariners record from the early 2000s. Yeah, it's possible, and I don't see who's stopping them. So.
Well, they're 60-29, so they got 90 games in.
Yeah.
So they got 72 left.
Yep.
Well, that's going to be tough. Yeah, that would be...
Especially because towards the end, I mean, the division...
Doesn't mean it.
It's not going to mean anything.
Yeah. They got the division now. We'll go over to Marlins. I give them an A-.
No doubt about it. I couldn't be happier with my Marlins.
Oh, my God. You got them over 74.5, but they're playing great.
They're playing great baseball. They have... everything's clicking for that team, and they're still not 100% healthy. Jazz is out. Roger still isn't back. They're getting Cueto back. I'm not so excited about that because they owe him a lot of money, and they're going to have to justify getting him on the field, and he looks horrible.
Yeah.
But as far as the Marlins' first half, you couldn't have asked for a better start.
So. No, every aficionado, every guy I picked had no doubt.
No doubt.
I give the Dodgers a B. They're in first place.
They're fighting. They're not the Dodgers of old, and they had a lot of injuries.
But they're in first place.
Older, but they're in first place, and I'll give them a B.
Yeah, I mean, I would go with that. Reds, I give them a good B-. They, first
overachieving.
Place.
Yep. Much like the Marlins, not as good as the Marlins in my opinion, but we'll see if they. That division's really weird. The Cubs suck. The Cardinals are really bad
this year.
They're going to sell, I believe, soon too. So a lot of pieces coming out of St. Louis that are really good pieces. Arenado, Goldschmidt probably going to be available.
Yeah, give Tampa an A.
Yeah, they're really good.
They're good. I mean, they're really
so far. You and I are spot on so far.
Oh yeah. Houston, I give them like a B. Good year at some injuries.
Altuve missed the first 40, 50 games.
That's a lot.
So that's a lot of games. Yeah, but he's
Texas, I give them an A.
Kind of overperforming a little bit. They lose. I'll give them an A off the fact that they lose DeGrom and they're still kind of in the same spot, and that's pretty impressive.
One of the big things, I mean, they tied a record in the All-Star game. 6 guys out in the field at once.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's great that there were some injuries, right? So Judge didn't play.
Yeah.
Robert didn't play, but still, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, with the pitcher.
And, you got to chalk it up to Bruce Bochy. Bruce Bochy, first-time manager in Texas, long-time manager in the league. He's a great coach.
He won, didn't he win 3 titles with the Giants?
Yep.
I mean, he's unbelievable.
Yep, great coach.
I definitely give them a grade. And then who's left out west? The Angels.
Diamondbacks give it an A.
Yeah.
That team's got a lot of young players. I saw them in Miami earlier in the season. I'm in love with Corbin Carroll as a player, and they're going to be tough. That's a really tough team. Orioles. What do you want to give the Orioles? I
give them about B minus.
Yeah, B minus. But I mean,
they're ahead of where they've ever been.
But they also, that's what happens when you suck.
Yeah.
You get all these great prospects.
And then eventually.
So their second half is very important for that team.
Yep. Mets, I give a D.
F.
Yeah. They're bad. And Yankees, I give a C.
I had C minus.
Yeah, because again, Judge is out, and
they're still over 500
by 8 games.
Exactly. So it's not.
You can't bury them, because if they were, then again, you take any team. We talk about this in all sports. You take out the star. Yep. I don't care what team it is. Take Mahomes away from the Chiefs. They're a different team.
Yep.
Take Judge out of the Yankees. So for the Yankees to be 8 games in a division where the best team in their division is the best team in their American League, not bad.
Second best team in baseball, probably.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
So it's not
everything the Yankees have done in the first half. I mean, I'm very much a pessimistic Yankee fan.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not really pessimism.
No,
and
it's
I'm not
real.
even disappointed, because I told you for so long that I saw this coming.
Do you think the hitting coach should have got fired?
Yeah. No, he shouldn't even have the job.
Yeah,
you look back at the resume of some of these people, you can clearly see it's like, how did this person get here?
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I'm in love with the hire of Sean Casey.
Yeah, he worked with...
Played with Aaron Boone.
Yeah, with Aaron Boone.
And he was just a great player. 3-time All-Star, career average 302. I mean, that's a guy they need in there.
Yeah, to help them hit.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. One thing about the Yanks, they did have a big shocker yesterday. They make so much money. Star Insurance. They're getting $20 million or $25 million a year. Yankees, the Forbes list, number 1, like the Cowboys. Yep. And I just feel like the Yankees, I know the Dodgers did it in the Red Sox. And those are the 3 teams to me, like, you think of just, icon teams.
Yep.
And I never thought the Yankees would do it, but it is all about the money.
Hal Steinbrenner is there now. It's no longer George. George is not doing that, but money talks, and I think the contract is $195 million. And you and I just talked about this. I thought it'd be more to get on that slip.
I thought 25 was a lot. Yeah.
I still think it would be more, but that's the way baseball is going. You saw basketball kind of adopt that sponsorship mentality as far as jerseys. So.
And you know what you see? You see a lot of these big sponsors who obviously have huge money, but not household names. Like you think you would see Allstate or State Farm.
Star Insurance, I didn't know until yesterday.
I didn't know what they were. I didn't know what it was. Are they an insurance company? Yeah. They must have some money.
Something, yeah.
It's like the FTX in Miami.
FTX.
I had no clue. And now the new one, too. With a K.
Kaseya.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Yeah.
But I guess they got enough jack to do it.
You know what? It's got to be. It's notoriety for them. It's good for them. So.
Oh, yeah. They check cashes. Who cares?
Yeah.
It is a Greek podcast. We talk sports. We talk gambling. We talk cigars. We'll talk a little Vegas. I have my golf shirt on today for the win. This only cost me $7,000.
Yep.
This is what they gave me when I lost $7,000. There was a guy the other day who walked into Harrah's. First of all, he beat somebody up at the Flamingo.
Yeah.
And then he walked in naked. What I'm shocked is how far he got. And he got on a table.
On the table.
That's crazy.
It's...
That's not the old Vegas.
No.
You don't even walk in his step and they lay you out.
I don't know how did he pass all these people?
I don't know. I guess maybe nobody even wanted to touch him, or maybe you're in such shock. And in today's society, everybody picks up their phones.
Yeah.
Nobody calls security.
No,
just
get
let
the
the
phone
guy
out.
walk. And then there was 2 girls at the Wynn, an entourage, the hallway, which they connect, and we're all like Louis Vuitton and every high-end store is, and they're wrestling on the floor the other day. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's that city is just.
Well, Vegas is Vegas,
land.
but I mean, it's just, to me, it seems like it's getting so crazy.
Getting different and deal.
Oh yeah, you see it on planes.
Yep.
Like when I would get on a plane before, I would always worry, like, God forbid, is there going to be, a delay or a turbulence? Now you worry somebody's going to have a fight.
Or gets sick or freaks out or whatever. It's like, oh, man. Yeah, no.
It is crazy. All right, so we're close to the NFL. Last night, the Chiefs got best team for the ESPYs. Are you a fan of ESPYs or no?
I am not a fan of the ESPYs.
Yeah, you think it's what, a big hype?
Let me tell you something, folks. Last night was the worst night in sports. Okay.
There was no sports on.
I
thought tonight is.
We had the backups for U.S. Soccer playing Panama, and they lost. So happy, throw that out. And then you had the ESPYs. Other than that, good luck trying to find something to watch.
And tonight too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
tonight's bad too. Yeah,
I didn't realize that the women have won how many World Cups in a row? 4?
Couldn't tell you.
Wow, it's amazing.
Good for them.
No wonder they're bitching about not getting equal pay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that many.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it was over 20 years.
Yeah, it really is.
Now LeBron comes out that we didn't know.
Coming back.
He's coming back. Not surprised. He said he goes through that every year. The Lakers did very good in free agency.
Yes, they did.
They really did.
I'm expecting the Lake Show to be right back this year.
Oh, yeah, I do too. Him and Chris Paul were there. Carmelo Anthony got a special award, which was nice. Wade gets in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
August 12th. I did not know. Maybe I didn't. I remember I maybe thought about it, but I wasn't sure. When you get into the NBA Hall of Fame, a presenter can only be a player who's in the Hall of Fame.
I didn't know that.
That you have to pick.
True.
Yeah.
So who's he picking?
He's picking Iverson.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were close.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't pick Pat Riley.
Yeah. Zoe's not in, is he?
Zoe's in too.
I'm surprised he didn't pick Zoe.
Yeah. But I guess he's close with Iverson. He said Iverson was his hero. Loved Wade, what he did. Wade County, obviously 3 championships and 5 NBA finals.
Some run down here, man.
Oh, yeah. But I was shocked. But I also didn't know that you had to be... because in the NFL,
in the Hall of Fame, you get anybody.
It's a family, a
coach,
friend,
whatever,
kid, son. You see a lot of players pick their son. But, so Iverson is going to do it for practice is going to bring out Wade.
Yeah, he's talking about practice.
Yeah, which is cool. And because at first I'm like, wow, I'm even surprised like maybe LeBron or Bosh. Now, Bosh is in. Bosh is in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and so they put him in. So I said maybe Bosh. But, Zoe. But I definitely thought Pat Riley.
Yeah, I mean, they've been through everything together. He kind of built those teams for him.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked. Now, Lillard trade, they say, do you think it ends up happening or not? Because it seems like it was
Well, why don't you tell everybody what I said about Damian Lillard 2 months ago?
You said that
he was rumored to go there, and I said, man, the Heat got to go get this guy.
You did.
And now we're at the point where he said he will not play for anybody else.
Yeah, and then his agent gets on the phone and talks to people and says, hey, if you pick him, he's going to be disgruntled.
Yeah, this is like a circus.
Yeah, really, and that's really a little, you got to watch collusion.
Yeah.
With that, because you got to be careful with that. Not that anybody would bitch.
So the issue I have with Damian Lillard now is you've given away all your shooters for a tremendous point guard. So let me ask you, are the Heat better with him? Or are they better? I think it's equal. I don't know how much better they are with Damian Lillard and missing everybody else on that team.
Well, I would think once Lillard came, Vincent and Strauss and them weren't going to get the shots they got anyway.
No, correct.
They were not going to get. And
you're not still pure shooters.
Yeah, and you weren't going to get a hero. Yeah, you weren't going to get a hero. The thing with Lillard is that he's like a grown Boca. You could pencil her in that she's going to go out tonight, get a free meal at New York Prime, and somebody's going to buy her a pair of shoes and pay her rent. He's got 32 every night.
Yeah, I mean, know that. Very, very consistent.
Yeah, he has always been like that. His defense is okay. He's very still quick. The only thing with him is 2 years from now, you got to give him 60.
A lot of money.
Yeah. So they got to win with him.
Yeah.
But are they better or not? I mean, the people were going to make a case that the Heat are not as good with him because they lost Vincent, they lost Strauss. I don't know. I think they're better.
Well, I mean, I tell you one thing, it's going to sell more tickets. Not that we have an issue down here selling tickets, but...
Well, I think he's better because a lot of times in the NBA Finals, the Heat had a couple of games. In today's NBA, they didn't get 100 points.
No.
That's bad.
And you're
not going to win with
luckily,
that.
they play good enough defense to keep the games close,
but still, not without 100. Game. So when you get Lillard, you got Butler, and you got Bam, and they got Martin. They also said Lowry's going to go. Oh. He's going to be in the mix, which is good.
Yep.
So if he goes, and they got the kid from UCLA.
Yep.
But he already blew out his shoulder, hurt his shoulder, so that's not good. Nope. But yeah, they'll pick up a couple people. I mean, I hate to see Vincent go. I'm happy for both of those guys because if Hero didn't get hurt, those guys don't play.
No chance.
They play, but not as much.
And the Heat didn't go to the NBA Finals with Tyler Hero, in my opinion.
No, I agree. And I think the Heat got a little lucky. I don't know what Boston's doing. I don't think they'll be as good.
Yeah, I don't know.
They traded a couple guys.
They signed Porzingis today for $60 million for 2 years. I don't know.
I don't know if that's going to work.
No.
I just don't. I mean, they kept saying, like, these three together, we're not winning. There's been so many great teams over the years in all sports that didn't win.
Exactly.
I mean, the Buffalo Bills 4 years went to the Super Bowl.
Jim Kelly.
I mean, you had him. So I don't know if I would. I think to me, Two big surprises for free agents. I was surprised that Brooks got $80 million from the Rockets. I thought he was going to get blackballed.
So did I.
I didn't think
that's a guy, in my opinion, you just don't want on your team.
Yeah, he's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, he's a pain in the ass. He's negative. You just don't want somebody.
And $80 million,
a lot of money.
I was like, what?
A lot of money for a player that's really not that great.
No, he's not, and he's been around for a long time.
He's a good person to have if your team's. It's like that guy for the Celtics that you and I talk about. He's like an instigator.
Yep.
I can't think of his name. Number 12.
Yeah, I know you're talking. They just traded him.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's like if your team's already built, fine. But the Rockets,
he's nobody to be a one or two scorer.
Star. No chance.
I was shocked that he got $80 million.
Yep.
I was surprised about that. And the Chris Paul trade, I still won't understand. I know Poole. They don't like Poole, and so much has come out about him now that they all didn't like him, and that was a problem. What I don't understand with the Warriors, I mean, they were one of the best organizations in basketball. What they did, I do agree now. Well, now let's put it this way: it's unclear why the GM quit because he probably wanted to keep Poole.
No doubt about it.
And they were probably like, no.
And it's a bad decision in the future for them
Myers.
because
So I don't see the Warriors getting better.
No.
I just don't. I think Chris Paul, I know he's going to run the second unit, but I don't see it.
No, that's called plateauing.
Yeah, those were the two shocks that I found. Poole going over there, and obviously with Chris Paul coming, I was like that. And I don't know if I would have gave Draymond $100 million.
No. He's got issues personally. I mean, you had all the fights last year with him.
Yeah.
But that's who they chose.
Yeah, I was surprised about that.
They chose Draymond.
Without doubt. They also have that big record. When he don't play, they don't win.
Nope.
So it is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
so they went with him.
Justifies that, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't think, and I love Clay, but he's not the same.
No, not since the injury.
Yeah, I think 2 years from now, this is a team you're going to look at. Their payroll is going to be so high.
Yeah, it's going to blow up eventually.
Yeah, and they're not. And the only one who's going to still deliver, I think, is Steph.
Yep.
But I don't think Clay's going to be. I think Draymond's going to be. Chris Paul's going to be older.
How old is he now?
Oh yeah, he's like 37.
Jesus.
And they traded Payton Jr.
Yeah,
I loved him.
Me too.
And they lost DiVincenzo.
Yeah,
to the Knicks.
Yep.
He was another good one.
It's all the young guys that like we're going to supposedly propel these guys that are getting older. And
yeah,
now
that good second unit.
All gone. Yep.
All the Knicks are going to be tough.
Yeah.
They really will.
Be tough. Great coach.
Yeah, I mean,
the roster.
They got that whole Villanova connection now, and obviously they got the big man. They're going to be a tough team.
Knicks are going to be tough.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to go far. The Bucks will be tough too, but the big thing is whether or not the Heat can get Lillard or not.
Yeah, I don't know where the Heat are at as far as I'm trying to think future. What's the record going to be? I'm telling you, I think the record's going to be very similar to this year.
Yeah, I think they'll win a little bit more if Lillard plays because I think there's at least 3 to 5 games.
They're not a 1 through 3 seed though.
No. I think they'll be 5 or 6.
Yep.
Same way. Yep. It is a Greek podcast, always sponsored by Tequila 5112 and our boys at Cheetos. You can also get me on Real Radio 92.1 every day at 12:30. Gambler. We talk sports. We talk gambling. We talk life. We talk Vegas, cigars. So let me ask you about the NFL now. We'll switch over to there. These 3 free agents are out there, and what is happening with the running backs in the NFL? Nobody wants them.
Well, you hope that one day it eventually changes, but right now the running back is irrelevant.
Fournette is free.
Yep.
Elliott's free.
Yep.
Cook's free.
Yep.
Barkley, did the Giants give Barkley that money?
Yeah, they gave him money as far as I know. Craig Carton actually broke it this morning that the deal is imminent. It's for $14.5 million a year.
Okay, so he got his money.
Yeah, so pending everything goes right, I believe Monday he signs that contract.
Okay, so because it was at 10.
I would never give him that deal.
Yeah.
No thanks.
But he's 70% of their offense.
Okay, but he's also, so how can you justify it for him?
Yeah.
And you can't justify it for Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, they're different teams.
I guess, but the Giants, but okay, so my point is the Giants can spend all that money on a lot of other good pieces, rebuild the offensive line, add to the defensive line, get another receiver for Daniel Jones, and get a middle-of-the-road running back who could just do this, probably the same thing as like any old running back.
Barkley's good. I mean, he's 70%. I mean, he's good at the backfield. He's good run and rock. I think they just felt like, hey, we got to get him. What are we going to have left? Now, they could have went for Hopkins.
Yep, no doubt.
Does Hopkins end up? Where does he end up?
He could be one of those players. We keep saying it. I mean, he could be a post training camp ad.
Yeah.
Or he could be a season ad, and he's not going to play right away.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't do that.
It's possible.
It does. But I hope he doesn't.
Definitely is possible.
I think he wants to get in the camp.
I think Dalvin Cook ends up here in South Florida.
Yeah, you think?
And I actually think Ezekiel Elliott goes back home, and he just stays with the Cowboys.
I see Cook going to the Jets.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I do. I see him going there, and I don't know. I think he wants to come here. I think the numbers are wrong. I think Woody Johnson for the Jets wants to win so bad.
So bad, yeah. He's putting a lot of money, obviously, into this. This is his shot right here.
How bad are the Jets quarterback? The last 4,000-yard passer. If you get it, it's a cigar and any drink you want at Strikes in an hour.
I'll give me Pennington, maybe Chad.
Joe Namath.
It's Joe Namath.
1670.
Wow.
Their last 4,000 passer.
That's bad.
That's terrible.
That's really bad.
A lot of people said Chad Pennington.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had some good years with Chad.
Oh, yeah. I would have even thought the professor from Harvard.
Yeah, that's holy shit.
70. That's 53 years. They haven't had a fourth. I mean, and people were saying, should they get Rodgers? Yes.
Yes, they should get Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Wow.
That stat alone should tell you the Jets should have got him. And, again, he's getting great reviews. I mean, it's August, July, whatever. He loves New York. He's been good. He went to OTAs.
Yep.
He didn't go, obviously, when he was at Green Bay. And Murphy, him and Murphy have had some problems. He said about 3 weeks ago on a podcast that came out, he goes, I'm interested to see Hard Knocks this year with a lot of Green Bay backers playing. So that was leaked out a little 3 weeks ago. But yeah, I mean, they haven't had a 4,000-yard passer since Namath.
That's a long damn time, man.
Oh, yeah. Now, what about all these rumors of Belichick?
Friends and family are worried.
Yeah.
I would be too. That team's bad.
I don't know how bad they are.
Well, maybe as a coach, listen, he's one of the greatest coaches of all time, if not the greatest coach of all time.
Yes.
But as far as a GM, I don't see it.
I do, though, because he's had a lot of guys that I think he made a big mistake with Brady. Yep. We know that. Yep. And I think that last year he should have brought Brady back and got him a couple of receivers because their defense is still good.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah. But I don't think that Jones has turned out the quarterback is anything.
Can't get them the football.
No.
Not like they don't have weapons. I mean, they have two very good tight ends on that team. Mm-hmm. They have a pretty good offensive line.
They picked up Juju.
I don't understand. If they have a bad year this year, I mean, first of all, the other problem for them is they're in a brutal division.
The worst.
My opinion, probably the best division in football.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, if they ever get Hopkins or Cook, just say both of them, then they're right there. Then that division, you might as well flip a coin. If they got Hopkins and Cook.
Yeah, exactly. But if
because that gives them really big players. And then I think the quarterback they have, he's okay, but I think he's got enough around him.
Yeah, just get the ball out.
Yeah, that's what I think. But if they don't get them, and maybe just Hopkins, I don't know what that. But Belichick's such a good coach, but that the Jets, their division, who they play, they got their division, which is brutal.
It's tough. Yeah.
And then they got Dallas, they got Philly, they got the Chiefs, the Raiders, Denver. I mean, the Chargers.
Expecting Denver to be a lot better this year with Russell Wilson.
Yeah, you are, and the Chargers too.
Yeah, same thing. Chargers, this is their year.
This is it. If they get hurt this year, I'm surprised that coach came back after that Jacksonville playoff game when we watched.
Oh man, I had the Jags too.
Yeah, you won. That's why I voted up.
Yep.
I mean, you want to talk about a gift from God?
That was a gift.
I mean, that was like a photo finish and goes your way.
He'll tell you, I'm one of probably the worst people to watch a game with.
Oh yeah, that's what
when I have money on the game, it's
not going good.
No.
No. You're definitely you're going on a plane. You'll be turbulence. We're going down.
Yeah,
We're down.
That's it. My trademark saying, bad as it gets.
Oh yeah, no. I love that one. Bad as it gets. No,
bad as it gets.
I'm shocked they brought him back.
Yeah.
I really am. I think Herbert is such a good quarterback. He hasn't won yet. Obviously, he hasn't won a playoff game because they haven't been there. They have a lot of injuries, but I like the Chargers. Chargers open up with Miami. Miami's in LA.
Yeah, we looked at that line. That's probably a Charger play, I think, right away because it's just going to be a game that's I'm trying to remember. I think the Chargers wiped them out on Sunday Night Football last year.
Yeah, they beat them, I think.
They did. That was when Miami lost 4 or 5 in a row.
Yeah, Tua was out, though.
Tua was out of the game?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm still right now months away without anything happening.
Yeah.
I'm leaning Chargers right now.
Yeah.
Opening week, yeah.
And then college football will be here before we know it.
I can't wait.
I know. Florida State is going to have a good season.
FSU is my dark horse this year. You heard it here first, folks. Jordan Travis.
He's a good quarterback.
Mike Norvell, year 3, should be pretty damn tough in the ACC, which is a very weak conference now.
Yeah, they're brutal.
But that kid is an awesome quarterback, and that team really turned it up last year, finished the year strong.
Yeah, they started.
Which I'm a huge fan of. If you finish the season, win your bowl game, and take care of business, it translates into next year.
Yeah, Gators are going to be 500.
Gators got a brutal opening game. They go at Utah.
Yeah.
And Utah is going to be chomping at the bit because Utah lost in Gainesville last year.
On a brutal play.
Yep, on a brutal play.
2-point conversion.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the game or something.
Yeah, 28, 26, something like that for a final. Yeah, Whittingham will have the Utes ready to go, and Utah's always good. Cam Rising comes back. They're going to be tough.
Yeah, I think the...
Want to tackle the Hurricanes?
Yeah. Canes, I don't know. I see 7, maybe.
No, he's not going to be on the team. He will not be the coach next year if he wins 7 games again.
They love him, and they gave him so much money.
I get it, but you just can't. There was a reason for that, too.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's getting the kids. I mean, that's the whole thing.
That was the selling point. This guy is supposed to be a tremendous recruiter.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they win 10. Maybe I'm wrong.
The other thing about today's college football game now, Greek, any college sport, you have to win the transfer portal.
Oh, of course.
It's not like the old days where maybe you got a transfer and then you had to sit. Now the guys play right away.
Oh, no. No, the biggest thing is going to be this year. Everybody's going to bet on it. And from our friends in Las Vegas that we have, Teddy and a couple other guys, and they're saying bet against him all year.
Yeah.
They're saying Colorado's not going to be good.
Yeah. I mean, he's in for a tough spot, I think.
But I think the public thinks he's going to crush it.
I think the opposite way.
Yeah, because I got to tell you, USC's got a good team.
Oh, how are they going to stop a play? Listen, Colorado was one of the worst teams I've ever seen in college football last year.
Yeah.
Ever.
USC's very good. Oregon's got a good team with a
Oregon State is also good this year, too.
And Washington.
Yeah,
they got 3 of the top quarterbacks, they said, in the top 5.
Penix, Caleb Williams, and then Bo Nix from Oregon.
Yeah.
All of them are good.
And Bo Nix, how long has he been around?
This is make or break for Bo Nix.
Is he your age?
Started as a true freshman. He's older, too. He might be my age.
I was going to say that. I remember him. Yeah. He played Auburn, played Oregon in a big game in a kickoff classic years ago. I ended up losing the game. I had Oregon, and he had an unbelievable blast at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But, they I don't know. He's been around for a long time.
Make or break for them, too. The Ducks are going to be really, really good. I really am interested to see Washington in that division, the Pac-12. Yeah, Penix Jr. is a great quarterback, and they have a lot of hype up there in Washington right now.
I want to see how Notre Dame does with that kid.
I'm very curious. They have another brutal schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Brutal schedule.
They always do.
I'll tell you, the marquee game for the Irish this year is going to be when Ohio State, who doesn't have a quarterback yet, rolls into town. Mm-hmm. It's earlier in the year. I think it's like week 5.
Yeah.
That'll be the game for them.
Yeah.
And Ohio State, too, for that matter.
Yeah, and also with them, they always play USC at the end.
Yeah.
And obviously
it's always a great game, great rivalry.
Yeah, he's coming back with a Heisman.
Yeah, so I mean, if both of those teams are supposed to be what we think they are, I mean, we know USC is going to be awesome, but if Notre Dame is good, that game's going to mean something at the end of the year.
The thing with USC is they have no defense.
No.
That's why. And if he doesn't have, and he's great. He's the number 1 pick for me.
He's a tremendous quarterback.
Yeah, he got hurt last year in a bowl game, but he's awesome.
Yep.
And I'm very surprised he's coming back.
Yep.
Because I think he would have been.
It's an age thing for him.
Yeah?
He has to come back.
Does he?
Yeah.
All right. Because I was going to say, because he would have been, I think, first 5 pick.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's got a shotgun
last
arm.
year. Yeah. He probably would have been the number 1 overall pick last year.
I think, yeah. He's up there. He's got a shotgun arm. He got hurt in the bowl game, but he still continued to play. And he was limping around. He's good. I think USA is going to be good, but they have no defense. I don't know how they recruited defensively, because maybe they'll get some guys because you need them. But if they can't stop anybody.
Well, I mean, think about it. In college, it's not like you're signing free agents like the NFL. So the kids that they would have gotten are transfer kids, which you hope are like free agents, but then they're true freshmen.
Yeah.
So you're asking true freshmen to go out there and play defense at Division I level at a school like that. Not easy to do. I have very, very big worries when it comes to the SC defense.
Georgia 11.5 under over.
Yeah.
Out of
Alabama's the same thing, I think.
Yeah, and they don't play a tough game till Tennessee.
Yeah, Georgia's got the easiest schedule I've ever seen for coming off of another national title.
Back to back. They could be the first team in
a long time.
I think USC, and I wasn't even sure. I don't know if USC won it 3 years in a row. They can win it 3 years in a row. Because if they run the schedule and then they get the ACC championship, even if they lose to Tennessee, they'll play them again.
Yeah.
And then they'll be in the playoff.
Yeah, I mean, as an Alabama football fan, I'm very concerned with the quarterback situation in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
With Georgia's schedule, granted, Tennessee has a good quarterback in Joe Milton that takes over there now, and that team is trending upwards. I just don't see where Georgia loses right now.
Even if Georgia, like I said,
Georgia loses off the field.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've been following this, but they have a big, big problem discipline-wise at that school right now.
Yeah.
And he admitted it this week. I mean, they have a problem with speeding. They have a ton of guys getting arrested for reckless driving.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
I think you got to reel them in, because what ends up happening is it blows up.
Well, I agree 100%. I think they've won back-to-back. They get fat. They're doing everything. They're probably all down there like movie stars, like Entourage. You're doing whatever you want.
And it's different because in Georgia, in a state like that, it's bigger than the Falcons.
Oh, of course.
It is bigger, and people don't understand that when it comes to SEC football.
No, huge. Way bigger than the Falcons.
Yeah, it's bigger than the Falcons. Trust me.
Yeah, and the people love them, and they'll run it again.
Yeah.
So I think that there's no chance that they're not going to.
You had to pick a dark horse team to make the playoff this year in college football. Who would you pick?
It's still too early for me to look at it.
Longhorns take the step forward?
This is their last year.
This is the last year in the Big 12.
And this is the last year if the SEC has divisions.
Until it switches over, correct?
Yeah, because then it's going to be favorite, and then it's going to go to Sweet 16, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because then you'll see a lot of teams in college football with 2 losses.
Yep.
They have to have it.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting. What I think they should do for those first-round games is the lower seed should be home. I think that would be a really cool idea for the playoff.
The lower seed?
So the 1 seed should host the 16 seed.
Oh, okay. Is that the way they're going to do it?
I hope they do it that way.
Wow.
Forget the neutral site. Neutral sites towards the end, fine. But at the start, be cool to get that extra game on campus for a lot of these schools.
Yeah, that'd be different. Really cool. But then the teams who won it all be like, what is our benefit?
Yeah.
Because it's like the NCAA. That's why they put on neutral. Because you go in there and the 8th, 5th, 16th seed, we saw it this year, could be the 1.
In my opinion, those teams don't deserve to be in for college football. The NCAA basketball is different, but I don't think.
Yeah, but 16 is going to be different.
Yeah.
And this year, it's still 4.
Yep.
Is it 4 or 6?
No, it's 4.
Is it 4 this year?
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It is the Greek Podcast, always talking about a lot of different things. Wow, that was quick. Always sponsored by Tequila 5112. You can catch me on Real Radio, 92.1 and 1230 Gambler. Also, you can catch us on YouTube.
Yes, we can.
We'll be dropping up some stuff for you guys probably tomorrow, Saturday. Mike the Marlin in the house always does a great job. Like the hat, very different. That would be Big in Boca. I'm sure if you go to Meister Bar.
I already have they probably called the police. They're probably like, who is this person wearing a cowboy hat in Boca?
Gucci tonight.
Yeah.
It is the Greek. It is Mike. We'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Peace.